What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. This is going to be our second episode of Deep Cuts album review. So this is going to be where I go and I take recommendations from the viewers in the comment section, stuff that's said in the live streams within the chat or whatever, maybe recommendations from a friend of mine or whatever like that, or just an album that I discover that I haven't heard, or maybe one that I'm rediscovering and haven't heard in a long time. But this is going to be like below surface level record reviews. You won't hear anything about And Out Come the Wolves, Punk and Drublic, stuff like that. A little more obscure. So I got 4 records I want to talk about. I'll try to make it quick. So yeah, just buckle up. Please, if you don't mind, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 10K. And also, dude, we did it. We got there, man. I got Punk Rock Bowling press credentials, dude. It's so crazy, man. I'm so hyped, dude. Like, it's wild. But I'll be making another video talking about like some of the bands that I want to see while out there in Vegas. So yeah, buckle up, man. This is going to be a wild summer. So, and spring, whatever, March, April, May is going to be crazy. So without further ado, what's up, guys? So we just partnered up with Dead and Buried Inc. out of LA. So if you have a band or a small business, maybe an event coming up and you need merch, hit these dudes up. There's a link in the description. If you mention that you got there via the Punk Rock Review, you'll get 10% off of your first order. But it's super high quality screen printing, embroidery. They do shirts, hats, hoodies, skateboards, bags, whatever you want printed, they can handle it, all right? They're also a small business, and they're part of the punk rock community. They're my friends. So this is a partnership that's very important to me. If you need merch, hit these dudes up. Check them out. You won't be disappointed, all right? Back to the video. Okay, so the first album we're going to talk about, within the live stream chat, there's a dude named, it goes by John Doe. We talk in Instagram and stuff. He's hooked me up with a couple of interviews. Super good dude. So I think I was talking about Thin Lizzy once, and he mentioned that I should check out an album called Chinatown by Thin Lizzy. And so I did. So I've only heard it, I think, like 1.5 times. So I don't have a ton to say like super deep about the record, but I did check it out. I know Thin Lizzy is a band that a lot of the Turbo Negro type folks listen to a lot, and a lot of older punk rock guys like Thin Lizzy a lot. They're very rock and roll. Think like denim jackets. Think if Kiss was a little cooler, didn't have makeup on, Thin Lizzy, at least in my experiences. So Chinatown is the 10th studio album by Irish band Thin Lizzy. I didn't know they were Irish until literally like right now. That's crazy. Released in 1980, it introduced guitarist Snowy White, who would also perform on the next album as well as tour with Thin Lizzy between 80 and 82. He replaced Gary Moore as permanent guitarist. He'd previously worked with Cliff Richard, Peter Green, and Pink Floyd. That's pretty crazy. Chinatown also featured 18-year-old Darren Wharton on keyboards, and he joined Thin Lizzy as a permanent member later that year. So, okay, it came out in October of that year. It had, how many songs was on this? 9, maybe? Yeah, 9. There's a deluxe edition that had another disc, I guess on CD, but the original had nine songs. Dude, it was like 41 minutes with 9 songs. That's crazy, dude. Like, okay, by punk rock standards, right? I listen to shorter songs. Sorry. I guess it's not that crazy. But, man, 9 songs should be like, I don't know, 18 to 20 minutes. I'm so dumb, bro. But, so I listened to the record like 1.5 times, right? Nothing really flew through the speakers at me, right? Sweetheart was kind of poppy. It was okay. Killer on the Loose was pretty good. What I will say is that I understand like what like rock and rollers and like garage rock bands see in a band like Thin Lizzy. Like, I need to spend some more time with this band. I also read here that this was an album that wasn't critically, like, it wasn't received well critically. So let me know something that might be a deep cut to me, but not necessarily a deep cut to everybody else. So I may end up doing a deep cut video with a popular Thin Lizzy album. I liked the guitar work. The production was good. I think my issue with Thin Lizzy is I don't care much for his vocals, but everything else about it was pretty good. This is really good, like rock and roll storytelling music. I can see this kind of stuff being in a soundtrack to like not not Fast Times, but Dazed and Confused, stuff like that. Great guitar work. I like the drums on this album quite a bit. Overall, the album was like good. I wouldn't call it great. The artwork on the cover is pretty cool. The vocals just haven't been for me. I've listened to Thin Lizzy a little bit, and I think that's the thing that kind of turns me off the most is his vocals. They're not bad. I just don't really care for him much. I wouldn't even say that I had a song on here that really popped out to me as a favorite. I didn't have any put down on my liked list or anything. Granted, I've only given it 1.5 listens, so I may be on a second or third time of going through the whole record. I might be able to point one or two out that I really enjoy. I think overall the quality is pretty much the same quality all the way through the whole album, which is good though because it's like a 7.5 out of 10, maybe a 7 out of 10, something like that. Like if 5 is average and something I would listen to, it's above average. So if they was on at a pub or something like at a bar, I would definitely listen to it. I wouldn't want to turn it off. It's got like this vibe to it that I think fits a certain mood. And if that's what's going on, this music is probably going to be like perfect. So I don't know. I need a little more time with Thin Lizzy. Chinatown was okay. I think subjectively, I'll give it probably like a 5. Objectively, probably like a 7. But if you like jean jackets, you like guitar solos, you like rock and roll, if you like bands like Kiss, go check out Thin Lizzy, man. Check them out. And I hear that this is one of their least critically acclaimed albums. That being said, if you like this, I would say go back into their discography and discover more that you like. If you're a fan of this band and you think that this album kind of sucks or something and you think I might like something else, let me know. I'm definitely interested in checking out more Thin Lizzy. All right, we will move on. So I don't have it with me. I left it at the shop because I was listening to it this past weekend by accident. But my buddy Chuck, that gave me my Grumple patch, my back patch, he also gave me a CD recently. It's a band called 99 Bottles, and it's a thing called the Rip Roaring Drunk. To my understanding, this band had other releases. So actually, you know what? While I'm sitting here. Okay, so sorry, I had to look up a couple things. 99 Bottles, they're an oi band from Colorado Springs, Colorado. They've got one full length, and they've got they got 2 7-inch records, and then they have this random like CD EP. It's kind of lo-fi. I like it, man. It's short, it's pissed, it's fast, it's punk rock, dude. My notes go as such. This is awesome, and it has 7 tracks that seem to be an EP, and then 2 bonus tracks that were clearly from a different recording session. The 2 extra tracks are definitely faster and lean more towards a hardcore punk sound than a 77 punk sound. The singer has a kind of higher pitched voice, think like Against All Authority. Kind of great band, fantastic release in my opinion, but it's just what you want if you're looking for like grungy, dirty, lo-fi punk rock with like a skinhead. I mean, they're very clear. Lyrically, you can tell they're a skinhead band, oi band. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say about it. It's a short release, but it's quality. I like it because every now and then you want something that's not overproduced. You want something that's a little bit. This is the definition of a deep cut. Is this album or EP rather? Excuse me, this EP. But this band's pretty good, man. I want to hear their self-titled full length that came out in 2016 from Bottle Crew Records. Then they had those 2 7-inch records that came out in 2011 and then 2014. So they had one was a split. Actually, I think they're both a split. One's Piss and Vinegar 99 Bottles split, and then one's 99 Bottles Total Annihilation split. So both of those I'd like to hear. Yeah, shout out to my boy Chuck for introducing me to this band. I'd never heard them before, but I like it. I'd say objectively, I'll probably give them like a 7, but subjectively, like an 8.5. I really, really like this. I think it's a little generic. The lyrics are kind of simple, but that's what I liked about it. Like all the things that some people might mark down as a negative, I looked at as a positive. And the reason why is because right before this, I checked out another record that was recommended to me, and that was this dude named Taco Man 02 on YouTube. Told me that I need to listen to Lagwagon's album Hang. He said that in the comment section of the Hoss like record review thing. He told me to check out Hang for like a modern Lagwagon release. And I was all excited. I was like, all right, dude, I kind of like that Lagwagon Hoss album. Let me check this out. And so I checked out Hang by Lagwagon, okay? Hang is the 8th studio album by Lagwagon. Lagwagon, released October 28th, 2014 on Fat Records. It is their first in 9 years, following up their 2005 album Resolve, and their first to feature bassist Joe Raposo, who replaced at the time former whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so man, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna be able to be like super nice about this one. It opens with an acoustic thing, but I was patient with it, and then the first song was kind of promising. But tracks 3 and 4 have more in common with like butt rock and new metal type stuff, and I don't mean that like it's just a descriptive word, right? Than they do with skate punk, and it was really hard for me to get through those songs if I'm honest. I like the production. I like his voice, but I don't like the way he sings on this album if I'm honest. The drums are really good though. The actual songs just aren't doing it for me on this record. Um, the song "Poison the Well" had more of a melodic sound that I was digging, kind of like later Bad Religion. Then there's this breakdown bridge thing that just messed it up for me. I put, yeah, I'm not digging this. It doesn't sound anything like I associate with punk rock. If this was another band name, I don't think many people would be interested in it due to its association with punk. Maybe I'm tripping out. I don't know. So like my point is like you think Lagwagon, oh, skate punk, and then you hear this, this does not sound like a skate punk record at all. Now I don't know much about Lagwagon, so maybe their history would have told me like, hey, they're not going to sound like a skate punk band anymore. But it wasn't until the 8th track called "Burning Out in Style" that I got another song resembling what I expected to hear with a Lagwagon album. Decent enough song if I'm comparing it to this album, I guess. One More Song is another skate punk type song, but he's doing vocal style that matches up with the new metal sound from earlier. And there's a bunch of random piano parts that I don't think fit the song very well. And I was pretty excited to hear this album, but boy, is it bad. I said it sounds more to me like an amalgamation of Soundgarden and Papa Roach, and I wasn't saying that like sarcastically. I genuinely think that it sounds like a combination of those sounds, like something more new metal leaning and like Soundgarden. I kept hearing Soundgarden on this record, so man, it was tough, dude. I did not enjoy this album at all. I think I would give it like a 2 out of 10, subjectively. Objectively, I'm gonna say like somewhere like maybe a 4 or a 5. I don't know who's a fan of this album, and I don't mean to be rude either. I just it is what it is. Taco Man 02, I'd love to hear like your response to this. Like, what is it that you like about the album? What is it that draws you in? What are some of the songs that you really dug? There wasn't a song on here where I was like, yeah, that one. Like, there was a couple that almost got there, but overall, I just passed on the whole. And I'm telling you, I was very surprised when I listened to this, and it sounded the way it did. But again, I'm not super familiar with this band, so you not saying it to be super rude or anything. It's just not my cup of tea, man. Like I don't know. This one was. I was very very surprised, man. Like I would like to hear like Fat Mike's honest opinion on this record because he put it out, right? Is this something he liked? Did he enjoy this? Because it just I don't know, man. I hate to be out here just bashing on, so I'm gonna move on. So let me know what you think about this album if you're a Lagwagon fan, and what did I miss, or is there something that I should go pay attention to? I'm super interested in like giving it a re-listen with notes from the audience. So if you want to do that, go for it. I'll happily give it another try with from a different point of view or perspective. So after another couple listens, I may not jam it again if I still don't like it though. And then that moves us on to the last thing. Oh, but the 99 bottles thing. The first thing I wrote down was like, well, this is the complete opposite of the Lagwagon in every way possible. Simple lyrics, lo-fi recording quality, and I was like, dot dot dot. I love this shit. So, shout out 99 bottles. But the last record or release that we're doing a deep cut is actually a very new release. It is a band called Short Leash. My boy Andrew told me I should listen to him. He's one of the guys that hangs out in those live streams, and then you'll see his comments. Andrew Dennis, shout out Andrew Dennis. He comments on a lot of the videos. Cool dude, actually very very cool dude. We talked a little bit in Instagram DMs and such. Short Leash, excuse me, self-titled EP. It dropped about a week ago, February 21st, 2025. Through Chronic Death Records up in New York. 3 songs and an outro of like Motorhead infused hardcore from New York. Fantastic cover art, great guitar tones, solos, the works. The production is right along the lines of what I like as well. My only complaint is that I wanted more music, dude. 3.5 songs was not enough. This shit is good, dude. Out of the 3 tracks, the standout song for me is Pure Scum, 63 seconds, and it's pissed off. But the whole little EP is kind of just quality all the way through. The other songs on it that are a little bit longer have more guitar work and better guitar work. But that one is just like super like 1 minute long, and it's just like that's what I want with a hardcore song. But yeah, man. Overall, I like that we got a very high level of variance within the recommendations, and I hope people keep bringing them to me. I'm not going to like everything, and I'm okay with that, but I'm going to like some stuff a lot, and I'm going to have stuff like this Short Leash. I'm going to have stuff like 99 Bottles pop up. The Drones, the Vibrators. These are bands that I'm discovering that I never really listened to. I just listened to that Poison Idea record. I'm sure I've listened to it. I listened to them back in the early 2000s. I don't remember being that good. So I need to rediscover these albums and these bands because I got a terrible memory, dude. And also, I don't know everything. I haven't heard everything. So I'd rather sift through stuff and be like, nope, 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 nope. Oh, diamond in the rough. That's what I'm looking for, is diamond in the rough. So yeah, shoot me your ideas. Let me know what you're thinking. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry to the people that are fans of Lagwagon. I wasn't trying to be just a complete piece of crap. But Thin Lizzy fans, let me know what you're thinking out there. Overall, dude, two out of 4 is not the worst thing that ever happened. It was a fun time listening to it. Even with music I don't like, I enjoy listening to it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna get out of here. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out Punk Rock Bowling. I can't believe I'm going with press credentials, bro. I'm so excited, man. I hope there's some really cool stuff coming in the future. I think there might be. I can't tell you what yet, but just stay tuned, man. We'll see you on the next Deep Cuts. We'll catch you in the next live stream. We'll see you at the Punk Rock Review. This is where we're hanging out, dude. All right? Peace.